Hey everyone, and welcome. So today, we are diving deep into a tool that is, well, it's completely changing the game for developers. AI coding agents. I mean, these things are promising to totally overhaul how we build software. But here's the catch. Using them well, that takes a real strategy. So let's get right into the playbook for how to actually master them.
All right, so let's get right to the heart of it. On the one hand, the promise is absolutely huge. We're talking about taking weeks of work and crushing it down into just a few days. Seriously, hours of grunt work can just vanish. But, and this is a big but, there's a dark side, a real peril. If you're not careful, you end up with a code base that looks like it was stitched together by 10 different people who've never even been in the same room. It's just a complete mess.
So what does that chaos actually look like? Well, you've got the same chunk of logic copied and pasted in 5 different places. You've got variables and functions with names that make absolutely no sense together. And the big one, there's just no architecture. No backbone holding it all together. It's a house of cards. And it's what happens when you just let the AI go wild without any real direction.
Okay, so the big question is, how do we get that amazing speed without creating a total disaster? Well, it really boils down to one single golden rule. And this rule, it's the foundation for everything we're about to cover. I mean, this is the million-dollar question, right? How do you tap into this incredible power, multiply your productivity through the roof, but not multiply your technical debt and build yourself a maintenance nightmare that'll haunt you for months? That's what we're here to figure out.
And here it is, the single most important rule. I want you to burn this into your brain. Don't outsource your thinking. Seriously, every single other tip, trick, and strategy we discussed today, it all flows from this one core idea.
Okay, so what do I actually mean by outsourcing your thinking? It's simple, really. It's when you throw a vague, lazy prompt at the AI and just hope for the best. You're forcing it to make massive assumptions. You're letting it decide on the core logic, the architecture, the important stuff. You're basically handing over the keys to the kingdom instead of being the one driving. All right, so if we're not just throwing vague ideas at the AI, what's the alternative? We need a plan, a playbook. So let's break down the actual strategic workflow that's going to keep you in the driver's seat. This plan-first workflow is, and I'm not exaggerating, absolutely crucial. Here's how it works. Step 1, you brainstorm with the agent. Treat it like a collaborator. Step 2, you take all that good stuff and put it into a proper spec doc. Get it all down on paper. Step 3, you feed that spec doc back to the AI and have it generate a super detailed step-by-step plan. And here's the kicker. Only then, step 4, do you even think about writing code. Now, I know it sounds slower, but trust me, in the long run, it is so much faster. Okay, for any of this to actually stick, you need to change how you think about your role. This is a huge mindset shift. You're not just some user typing prompts into a black box. No, you are the team lead. You're the senior dev. The buck stops with you. The AI is your new junior developer, but make no mistake, you are in charge.
And if you need a perfect metaphor for this, Simon Willison absolutely nailed it. He said to think of an LLM pair programmer as, and I love this, an overconfident and prone to mistakes junior developer. It's brilliant, it's fast, but it will write a terrible bug and tell you with complete conviction that it's the best code ever written. That's why it needs your supervision. So what does being the team lead actually mean? What are your duties? Well, first, you review every plan before a single line of code gets written. Second, you have to be ready to jump in and interrupt the agent the second it starts going off track. You need to read, run, and test every single snippet it produces. And here's the big one. You never merge code that you can't explain yourself line by line. At the end of the day, you are accountable for every piece of code it writes, period. And a huge part of being a good lead is knowing what to delegate, right? So where do these AI agents shine? Implementation. Give them a detailed plan, and they are wizards at turning it into code. But what are they bad at? Big picture stuff, high-level architectural design, critical security decisions. You do not want an AI making those calls. That's where your human experience and judgment are irreplaceable. Okay, so you've got the mindset down, you're the team lead. But every good manager needs a safety net, right? Tools and processes to catch mistakes. So let's talk about the 2 things that are absolutely going to save your skin when, not if, things go wrong.
Number 1, and this is non-negotiable, tests. A good test suite is everything. Think about it. Without tests, your AI agent is flying completely blind. It has literally no idea if the code it just spit out actually works or if it just broke your entire application. Tests are its eyes and ears. It's the feedback loop that tells the AI, hey, good job, or nope, try again. And your second absolute must-have safety net? Git. And I don't just mean, having a repo. I'm talking about small, frequent commits. Think of each commit as a save point in a video game. If your AI agent suddenly decides to go rogue and generates a 500-line mess, who cares? You just roll back to your last commit 5 minutes ago. No drama.
Okay, you want a real pro tip, something to take this to the next level? Don't use just one AI. Use two. Seriously. Have one model, maybe Claude, write the code. Then get a different model like Gemini to do the code review. Why would you do that? Well, for the exact same reason you don't review your own PRs. A fresh set of eyes, or in this case, a different algorithm, will spot weaknesses and blind spots that the first one completely missed. It's a game changer.
So when you start putting all these pieces together, the team lead mindset, the plan first workflow, your safety nets like tests and Git, something really cool starts to happen. You kick off this incredibly powerful positive feedback loop. Here's the thing you have to understand. AI is just a multiplier. That's it. If your own engineering fundamentals are solid, it will multiply your output and turn you into a superstar. But if your fundamentals are shaky, it's just going to multiply your confusion. It'll multiply the chaos. It amplifies what's already there. And that's what creates this amazing virtuous cycle. Look, it starts with you having better fundamentals. That lets you get better results from the AI. Seeing those great results helps you learn and iterate way faster. And all that learning, it makes your fundamentals even stronger. And the whole cycle just keeps going, spinning up and up, making you a better and better developer along the way. All right, let's boil this all down. What are the key things you need to walk away with? First, and most importantly, do not outsource your thinking. Second, always plan first, then you can code. Third, remember your role. You are the senior dev in the room. Fourth, tests and Git are your best friends. They're your safety nets. And finally, you got to ground your agent. Give it clear, specific context so it knows what to do. Look, at the end of the day, everyone's searching for that one magic prompt that'll solve all their problems. But that's not where the secret is. The secret isn't in the prompt. It's in the process. It's in your discipline. It's in your willingness to step up and be the leader. So I'll leave you with this question. Are you ready to take the lead?